Get ready, Staten Island.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park July 7th to the 12th for a 6-game series against the High Point Rockers. Tonight, first pitch is at 6:30. It's Thirsty Thursday with $5 Bud and Bud Light Drafts. Friday, July 10th, first pitch is at 7 p.m. May the Force be with you on Star Wars Night with post-game kids glow around the bases with special lightsaber training packs.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Sunday morning. Well, let's go to Colorado. With us today is Eric Grossman. He's the vice chairman of the Colorado GOP. And we're calling to get the pulse of the situation, what's going on in the West, Colorado. Eric, give us your pulse of what's going on overall in Colorado. How do people feel about what's going on in the country and the world?
Well, you know, the enemy's on the march, and we're on defense and trying to recruit others to get back on offense. Colorado specifically, we've been set up for failure. Going back to 2016, the establishment wing, Uniparty, got put forth a ballot measure that they convinced the electorate to vote in, which basically created an open primary. And what that did was it made party apparatuses irrelevant. The Democrat Party and the Republican Party now have to kowtow and placate to unaffiliated voters, and they now are the majority voting bloc and hold all the power. So during primary season, an unaffiliated voter will get mailed a Republican and a Democrat ballot, and they get to choose which one they return. And we've got it in court filings and in the public square where even Republicans say that they have to care more about unaffiliated voters than Republicans in their own party. And so what that has essentially done is made the party so weak that you see what happened with the socialist candidate getting elected in Colorado, much like what you all are experiencing in New York. It has opened the door for unaffiliated voters to delve into a party apparatus that they should have no business participating in. It'd be no different than, you know, asking the Washington Redskins to pick the New York Giants quarterback or the New York Giants coach. And you're seeing that in politics. And right now, these people are on offense. They see blood in the water, and they're attacking.
Now, how do they feel? How does it normal people, whether it's normal Democrats or normal Republicans or normal independents, feel about the big issue for President Trump and Congress right now, the voter ID situation?
The national polling says it. I think it's 80-some percentile of citizens of this country definitely agree with voter ID. But there's a reason why it's being fought so hard, because of the chicanery and shenanigans behind the scenes and the power that those votes give them. It opens the door to cheating. And as the president has said, there's only one reason you don't want voter ID, and it's because you want to cheat. And the cheating is rampant. And it's the one reason why the majority of the electorate can't seem to get over the hump. And I think it's gotten to a point now where a lot of the unaffiliated voters, I think, and independents are getting so disenfranchised with the mess in government, but they're not educated enough politically to understand that they're being played for fools. And there's a reason why these things keep happening. Is because the game is rigged.
Understood. Now, what are the big races in Colorado that the American people should know about right now?
Well, we got an evenly split congressional delegation. Obviously, the president and we all would like to see the Republicans stay. But even, unfortunately, some of the Republicans are a little weak. And, you know, I go back to the great Rush Limbaugh used to talk about it, where you campaign one way, and then once you get into office, you suffer the establishment virus. And what he used to talk about was people want to be liked by the media. They want to be liked by their constituency. And sometimes you got to make hard decisions, which doesn't make you well liked. But when you worry more about what the media is going to say about you than voting your principles, you end up with the situations we have now at the national electorate level, where you don't have principled people standing up for principled things like voter ID. They want to placate to these cheating scenarios because I think at the end of the day, it helps them once they get into the hen house that is east of the Mississippi, which is Washington, D.C.
Understood. Which is the major race that you're worried about or feel good about? One of each.
Probably the governor's race is tight. It looks to me like they're going to have to do a recount because the percentage is so low. It's under a half a percentage point. Very hotly contested race. And I would say
give us the people that are running.
You've got Barbara Kirkmeyer and Victor Marks, and they're the two front runners that are neck and neck. But as has happened on many national races, including California, where Barbara Kirkmeyer was winning, at the night of the polls closing, and then by the time people woke up the next day, all of a sudden the other candidate pulled ahead. And so when you see that happening in so many different races across the country, it doesn't give trust in the process. And that's kind of one of the problems we have here is all these things going back all the way to Tina Peters have sort of given a distaste in the mouth of the electorate where I don't feel like they completely trust the outcome. But so worry and concern on that level because that's a big race here.
Understood. Well, thank you for coming on this Sunday morning, and maybe we'll talk again in the near future to give us any updates.
Pleasure to be on with you, sir. God bless you, and God bless your radio station.
And God bless America.